Hello, YouTube viewer. This is your chosen, or you are chosen, whichever you prefer. Welcome, welcome. So, you're like wondering, what am I looking on my screen, Miss Your Chosen? Us chosen ones, what are we looking at the screen? Okay, so I did a bit of some digging, and I was really curious to see what Alexa would say. So I asked Alexa about if space was in the ocean. Just curious to see what answer she would give me. I'm gonna let people know now. I've seen videos, right, where people are recording her strange responses, and they're getting the feedback that they didn't think that they would receive. I'm noticing now, though, if you ask those questions again, she'll give it to you the first time, but the second time, if you haven't recorded it, you're not gonna get it the second go around. So a name came up that I never heard of before. So I said, well, let me Google this guy. Sure enough, Google never failed me. And this guy here that you're looking at, his name is pronounced Yuzaka Maizawa. And I think it's really important that us as a group of people realize not just who he is, but what he's doing. Okay? So when I asked this question, if you paused it the first couple of minutes, you get two kind of different responses. Okay? Now they say that he's planning to. The first response says that he's planning on going to the ocean, right? But it says that he doesn't plan on it says he's planning on going into space, but he doesn't plan on landing on the moon, doing any moon landing. Now we all know, right, that we all have our suspicions that the moon landing wasn't real, it never happened, and that because of the firmament, if I'm saying it right, the firmament, they can't penetrate to go there, right? There's a dome blocking them to go outside of the firmament, right? If I'm saying it correct, firmament or ferment, I'm probably saying it wrong, but you know what I mean. There's a dome that's blocking any entrance to penetrate, to go outside of what we're already in. So I'm trying to understand, why would this Japanese billionaire Yuzaka Maizawa be going into space without doing a moon landing, right? Allegedly. But then says, well, he's planning to travel to the ocean to discover space, but not literally go into the ocean to discover space. So is space in the ocean? That's my question mark. It's like saying, well, I'm going to the store. That's the truth. That's what people know I'm doing. But I have to contradict and have someone tell me that I'm not going to the store. So which is it? Are you going to space? Are you not going to space? Which is it? Okay? Now here's another of my theories. What if these Japanese people are the ancient aliens? Their technology, when we have so many, we have so much proof that is a huge possibility just of technology alone. They have more technology than we do. And it is advancing for them. Okay? So much so that they are not losing any money. Let's just say I had an injury at work that requires me unable to work at a job physically, but I need my income. They have it to where you can still work, but you're able to control a robot at home. You could still be there in the physical sense, but your body is the robot. So if they have that technology out there to do that, and we don't have that type of technology, what does that say about them? Are they in further in the future than we are? Right? Wouldn't we? Isn't that something to kind of think about? And why don't we think that? Their technology, and it's what if, being that they're so far in technology than we are, they have the ability to give us what's already left over. Nothing is new for them. They already, oh well, we already ahead of you guys with that. You can have this. This is what we know. This is what people done did a couple of years ago. We're onto something new. But because we don't live there, how will we know that? You get what I'm trying to say? So I'm really curious as to what is the secret with this guy. Okay? When I Google what he is and stuff like that, I get that he's I think some type of rock and roll singer or whatever the case may be. I wanted to put this out really fast because I wanted this to touch the right people. And maybe other people that have a channel, that maybe they can explain it a little bit better, because information is universal. One person can put it out there, and another person could put it out there too and give credit to the person who discovered it. But it's all knowledge, and it's all trying to spread awareness, because I think that is information that is kind of being kept from us, especially if I'm getting two variations. So when I asked AI the first time, I asked AI on Google, the first time they gave me that first answer that you saw. This is the second answer. And if you look at the bottom with the SpaceX moon mission, it's completely different answers. The first answer doesn't tell me that he's booking that he booked in 2023 8 people with him on the mission. Okay? They never said he did that. Now this is in 2023. I'm taking that this information is in 2023. And I don't know, am I the only one? Like, we're in 2025, almost 2026. And why isn't this talked about? I find this to be a very interesting piece. And I find this to be proof that space does not exist. That space, if it doesn't exist in a way that we think, it's in the ocean. And I think these people know that. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna try to do some more research, as I should, but I thought to just give a little information. Also, my Alexa refuses to tell me this information again, which lets me know there's something with this guy. Okay, so I said, well, let me go look up who he is, cause let me try asking her again. And I can also try to ask her about that guy and see if she can give me any information as well. Because maybe I'm missing something. I'm not from Japan, so maybe I'm not processing something right. But I kind of think I am. I kind of think I'm getting somewhere with this, okay? Alexa, is space in the ocean?
I don't know that.
Of course. Of course she doesn't know it. Alexa, who is Yazaka Marizawa?
From Tumblr.com. It's somehow different from every other thing I've ever written. I can't even explain why, it just feels different, and it isn't linked to any other of my other Maezawa headcanons or fics.
Okay. Alexa, who is the Japanese billionaire Yusaku Maezawa that traveled space back in 2023?
From the MoscowTimes.com. Maezawa also plans to take 8 people with him on a 2023 mission around the moon operated by Musk's SpaceX.
Musk SpaceX? Alexa, is that Elon Musk?
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Can you repeat your question?
I guess so.
Sorry, I didn't understand the question I heard.
I'm sure. Alexa, stop. So there you got it, guys. There you have it. Makes sense. Makes so much sense now. But I'm late to the party. Okay, by just a few years. Few years off. I'm in 2025 and I knew nothing about this exploration. I wonder if I'm the only one. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I also have another question, but I'm going to see if she answers that for me. Hold on, guys. Alexa, why was Japanese billionaire Yuzaka Maizawa trying to enter space
From
through...
hotcars.com. You
Alexa?
might have heard.
I didn't... Stop. I didn't let her finish, right? Because she didn't let me finish. So I take it that she's going to tell me a lie. I don't know if you guys realize, but I the only one that when you're asking a serious question, you get a different Alexa voice than the softer kind. You get a stern, firm one. Tell me if
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Again, see, she's listening. After I told her stop, she stopped because I saw her circle a ring around, and now she's talking. So that means that she's listening. And I noticed that when I ask certain specific questions, the AI voice gets a little stern. Am I the only one? Am I tripping? Maybe I'm tripping, okay? But let me see. Let me ask her again. Alexa, can you explain to me why the Japanese billionaire Yuzaka Maizawa was going into space through the ocean?
From Asahi.com. Japanese billionaire Yusaku Maezawa, newly returned to Japan after a 12-day journey into space last month, said being launched into the cosmos was less scary than riding a roller coaster and made him obsessed with Earth.
A 12-day trip to space. But she doesn't tell me. But again, notice how she tells me his expression and how he felt on the trip. She doesn't deny the claims that he went to space or why he went to space in the ocean, okay? We could say, well, technology isn't that smart. The Japanese gave it to us. How could it not be that smart? Well, anyway, that's my time. If you enjoyed my video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And please leave a comment because I am curious as to how did we miss this? How did I miss this? Why was this not talked about on Twitter? Why was this not talked about in the news, mentioned at all? I don't recall this ever being a thing, so I'm thinking this is something that's coming up. It's something that passed. Very interesting, though. I would like to do some more research. Well, thank you guys for listening, and thank you for your time. It's greatly appreciated. And if you can, please follow, please like. I would love to be able to go live. I need 50 people to subscribe and I can go live, and while I'm live I can talk more about these things, and maybe then I can get the answers that I need in comments. That would be great. Well, that's my time. Please subscribe. It's free. Do it for me. And I hope you guys have a great night. Take care. Bye-bye.